Good morning, people. Welcome back to the stream. Monday morning, as you can see, I've already got started. This is actually my second trade of the day. First one, I'm in gold. If you haven't guessed already, I am back in gold. First trade, I was actually trying to buy gold. Had a little trend here, break a structure, tried to buy gold, just didn't work out. So I'm in the opposite direction. There is a reason for it, and I will explain it. I'm just gonna try keep an eye on this, make sure everything is in alignment to what I'm seeing, and then we're going to see if we could get some of these lows that I'm targeting now. But let me just get myself sorted, make sure that I am still seeing what I believe to be happening is the case, and we could get started. Just going to clean up my charts a little bit. Okay. All right. So I'll quickly explain why I'm in gold. I was in gold for the buy initially. We had a long uptrend going up, respecting previous daily lows, so on. Structure was broken here. I don't believe this is a reversal pattern, but hey, what do I know? It seems to have reversed. It's not a typical reversal pattern. So, however, on silver, there is a typical reversal pattern. They've both been trending up and both have kind of reversed now. So, whether it's a typical reversal pattern or not, I need to set the fact that it is creating lower daily highs and lower daily lows. Therefore, it's trending down on the daily time frame. So I have to accept that. So previous daily high here, just respected here, just respected previous day. So there's potential, because we are in a demand zone, that it was going to be bought up. So when I saw the price action this morning for the buy here, so it was trending down, respecting its previous highs, previous lower highs, broke structure, went up, and I thought there's a buy there, tried to buy that. And as it came and broke this H1, I thought, okay, it's not holding this H1 trend, which it typically does with gold. So it's not holding it. So I got out and I'm in for the sell now. Now, it's actually too early to see if I'm going to be right or wrong. So probably the best thing for me to do is take a scalp. And the reason I say this is because this could be just consolidating. It is a Monday morning. It is at a key price point. We don't know whether it's going to break this low or if it's going to try and break this high continuous uptrend that's been doing for the last few weeks, or it has reversed and it's going to try and break this low, confirming there is a new show up in town and it is a downtrend. But right now we don't know, so it's very risky where I am. I lost 0.4, I got 0.4 back here. Maybe I should close this trade and just be break even, wait for gold to break out of this zone and then look for trades after. That would be the sensible thing to do. Monday morning, not feeling very sensible, so I'm in the trade and I'm holding it to see if I'm going to be right or wrong. Few issues with this. It's in the mid-range of the consolidation. It could just be, so this is the top of the range here, this is the bottom. It could just stay here in the middle and wick out my stop loss, take everyone out, go back and forth before it picks a direction. And that's what I am concerned about. So even though I'm up, I'm winning this trade currently, it could very much turn around before London session. So I need to take a minute to gather my thoughts and figure out what I want to do. I think there was a gap here. Yeah, well, there's a gap here. It's filled, kind of. So if I am right, there is no reason for it to come up above this high or my high. This high here is respecting that one. So my stop loss is in the right place, but I am actually risking 1% now. So if I lose, I'll lose 1.4 today or 1.5 today. And then I'm going to have a very short streaming session. So that's the problem I've got now, whether to just take the profits, got a little bit of profit, take the profits and call it a break-even day or break-even trade, look for something else on a different indice or a different currency and see if I could find something easier, or just be patient and wait and see if it runs this low. Now, this is where my stop loss would have been. So if I'm assuming if anyone else has seen the trend like I've seen it, they will have their stop loss underneath here. So if this is pushing down, it should at least get to this low. And that's why I'm kind of holding it to see if it does push there. If it gets down there, look to take some partials. But my overall target would be to continue its current downtrend. If you could call that a downtrend, just respecting the previous daily highs, the lower daily highs, and just creating lower daily lows. So previous daily low here, new daily low here. So just creating lower daily lows. It's currently trending down. So as it was here, I thought because we had the reversal or a break of structure, maybe it was going to respect this previous daily high and it's going to push from there. And when I saw another break of structure, I thought, okay, maybe that's not the case. It's going to take this low and it's going to aim for there. So that's what we're going to keep our eyes out on, or at least I will be. I want to see if it takes this low, and then if it takes that low, there's no reason it doesn't go for these previous ones here as well, this daily low here. And that's the trade. So if I win it, it'll be a really good trade actually. I think it's about 1%. If I'm risking 1%, so I think it's about 7% if I win that trade. And that would be really good for the account balance, wouldn't it? Yeah, 7% if I win that trade. So there is enough reason for me to hold this. I've already taken a loss. There's no reason I should take a second loss because I just am scared, really. So it will be emotions that gets me out of this move. I'm going to wait and see what London says. London session due to start in about 13 minutes. I'm going to let that be the deciding factor. I did look at silver as well, and silver has clearly created well, not clearly, but silver looks more bearish to me. So even though this is similar setup, here is what would you call that? Resistance, if you like. Multiple lows here, multiple lows. And as you see, silver's not really pushing up, and it looks like it wants to come down as well. So silver's been painting a clearer picture for me. This is a reversal pattern that I'm used to. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And from there, it's just created all these equal lows. So I would expect it to break through here. And I'm banking on silver to be the real indicator in what price is trying to do, because gold right now is not being reliant. Price action wise, it's okay, but structure wise, it's not being reliant. So I'm going to wait a little bit, sit on my hands and see if we could get this drive to try and get this low. And if it gets this low, there's no reason it doesn't carry on for the previous daily low. We're going to see how that goes. On the lower time frame, doesn't look good, to be honest, because when my stop loss is, it's got tons of equal highs here. Not a fan of it. I could see it coming, pushing through my stop loss and going up, continuing trying to be bullish. How far it goes, I don't know. But so far, the trend currently is down. So pole, flag, pole, very small pole and flags here, very slow price action today. Maybe when London session kicks in, we'll get a bigger drive here. We're going to see. Bit risky. Maybe it just came to tap into this. Well, it hasn't tapped into that yet, so maybe there's another drive before I take something. Maybe that will be enough. Make 0.6 here somewhere. Maybe that will be enough. We'll see. Because it is quite a risky trade. It's not clear what it's doing. It is consolidating, and I have got into it. So we're going to see. Luckily, I'm not risking too much. It is 1.5 I'll lose today. I'm up on the count, or was up on the count 3%. I lose 1.5. It's a considerable setback, but I still got the whole week to trade. I could then slow down a little bit, and if I get the end of the week on 2% again, that'll be fine with me. Then I think the following week is withdrawal week. So I make a little 0.5 or something, then I'll probably look to take a 3K withdrawal or something like that. We'll see how that works out. It will be great if this trade works out and we're looking at, I don't know, 10K withdrawal. So it's worth me staying in. So I'm going to try hold it. That's the plan. Let's see what happens. While this decides what's going to do, I am really concerned, to be honest. I want to see a drive break this low, then I'll feel, okay, cool. There is a clear trend now. It's holding that trend. I do want to see this drive and break this. And let's see where the H1 is. I should just keep an eye on the H1. Yeah, let's keep an eye on the H1 and trail it. That's the best thing I could do to reduce my anxiety. So I don't want to see it back here. Maybe I could drag this in. Okay, cool. If I could reduce my loss a little bit, yeah, that's livable. 600 would be better. That would be better. So I don't really want to see it come back up here. Yeah, I don't really want to see it come back up there. And if I do take a loss, it's 0.6. That I could live with. It means I lost 1% today, but I could definitely live with 0.6 loss. So that's what I would like if I am to lose this trade. So yeah, just above here. There's no reason it needs to come back here. There's no big imbalances. It's been slow. It's been filling all of its polling flags. It's been pulled back. No reason for it to come back there. So I'm happy here. And if it does come back here, then goes down, it's just chopping around, and that's definitely price action I cannot trade, and it's best to leave it alone. So I'm happy with my stop loss. I'm gonna just sit on it and convince myself that I am happy with it, and just wait for this drive. Hopefully we'll just get this drive. I don't need to worry. It means I've got the direction right. I don't need to concern myself. So just on this drive, we'll confirm there is a trend going down and I am in the right move. Then we'll see what H1 does. If I get this break here, it is a downtrend currently, and maybe it's going for these lows. We'll see what happens in this little demand zone that broke structure. But if we get this break, we'll see what happens here. Maybe I'll take something off the table, leave a runner. We'll see. I can't assume that every move I make is going to hit TP. It's going to go straight to TP. And recently, a lot of my TPs would be like, if I get this, I get 5%. So I can't keep shooting for 5% every single trade. I'm going to just try focus and make my 0.5. So this is 0.5, but I took a loss already. So if it gets down there, further down, it makes 0.5. Maybe the sensible thing is just to take the 0.5 and slowly grow the account rather than holding and hoping. I think that is my preferred way of trading. We're going to see. Good morning, Millennial FX. How you doing? How's your weekend? It was a funny one for me. Good Friday. My eldest had a football game. His team completely destroyed the other team. I think it was like 9-2. And on Sunday, my younger boys, my twins, were meant to have a game, but their game got cancelled last minute. So spent the whole day indoors. We actually watched a football game that was interesting. To see how long they were able to sit still and watch a game. They love playing football, but they're not interested in watching football. Makes sense. But so decent weekend. Did you get up to anything interesting? .6. Let's see what my X is doing. If you've seen the last video, you know what I'm expecting still. I don't believe any of this. I still expect it to come down. So now it seems like it wants to do it. So it looks like it's at least price action wise today, respecting the previous daily high. created a trend, pulls up, flags up, drive down, maybe to run this previous daily low. Just gonna watch it. Just gonna watch it. I'm not messing with it right now. Just gonna watch it. So that's why I still expect Euro to come down. I do not care how high it comes up. I'm only wrong when I'm only wrong when it breaks this high here. Okay, so it could come up all the way here, dance around. Unless it breaks this high, it's still a downtrend. It's still a downtrend on the higher time frame, and I'm only wrong there. So it could come up around there, dance around, and still drop. I still expect these equal lows to be taken, and if I'm wrong, it needs to take this high to prove me wrong. Otherwise, it's just noise. GU's been painting a clearer picture. It's been pushing down cleanly. Even when it pushed up like EURUSD, it don't take the previous daily high. So it's still holding structure a lot better than EURUSD. Don't take the previous daily high. Okay, took this, but this is the main one because that's the pole, that's the flag. This is within that zone. Drives out again, pulls up, and it's looking to drive down again. So that's why I believe it's going down. FTSE going up. That's why GU is going down. DAX is going sideways, but slowly grinding up basically, and that could be why EURUSD is slowly grinding down. Okay, good. I got my drive so far. I'm in the money. I could take some here because it could be bought up from here. I think I would do that. If I take half, it means I make back what I lost. I still got reasonable size in there for the continuation. So I take half of that. I've got reasonable size for it to continue going down. I'm at break even for today. I reduced my risk. So now I should be only risking $300, 0.3. Great. So I could just take this and it's a win anyway. So 0.3 is a break even trade. That's where I want to be, completely stress free now. So there's absolutely no reason I shouldn't hold this. And I'm going to keep an eye on the H1 structure and see if we could get a little bit lower. So I just throw the H1 lows or highs, sorry, because it's pushing down now. Risking 0.3. Yeah, that's where I want to be. So that's why I initially put a bit of size on it, so I could come out and make a free trade, and that way I could relax a little bit. But it's what I've been doing recently, has been working, but I guess if it doesn't work, I lose a certain amount, right? So I need to make sure the amount I lose isn't more than I'm willing to lose, which is 1%. And that's how much I'm willing to lose per day, 1%. Okay, let's see. It's not over yet. Still needs to take this low. I could have just scalped there and left it there. But if anything, I want to make 0.5 from this move. And I need a little bit more from that to do so. So I'm having a look at this low. If it takes this low, there's no reason it doesn't take this low as well. So it's trending down right now. I'm just going to hold it. If it gets to 0.5, we'll see. Depending on how prices move in, depends how long it takes to get there, I'll make a decision. But right now, gold is golden. And I'm just going to hold it and see what's going to happen with it. I am tempted, to be honest, to take it. So maybe 0.5 I'll take it and then look for something else. We'll see. Having a shorter streaming session or trading session is always a good thing. If I could get that, I may take it. All right, so back to the market. Quick review. I was structure-wise, again, GU still moving down. Had a little trend here, pulls up, just respects the higher there. Let's see what London wants to do. London session just started now. Just respected the Asian high. I don't really know if that's a common thing with GU. Don't really trade GU too often. Just respected the Asian high, which suggests this is maybe the daily high. And it's going to push down further. That's what it looks like it's doing so far. So it came up here, respected Asian high, and it's pushing down. If it is downtrending, yeah, makes sense that Asian high is respected. But as you can see here, it wasn't. Broke it, then went underneath it. Okay, Asian high respected there. Just respected, yeah, just respected. Okay, cool. So it may just respect that Asian high and push down from there. GU. So far, it looks like it's respecting it as the trend, start of the trend, and it's pushing down. So GU still trending down. Very slowly, but still trending down. FTSE is not moving yet, but previously it's been trending up. Gapped up, maybe that's why it slowed down, coming to fill that gap before it goes again. It'll be interesting to see how far down it comes. So we have a flag here, a pole, a flag here, a pole. There's a flag there. Maybe it respects that one, or maybe it wants to come to this one. So we're going to see, keep an eye on that. The better buy will be down here, but the aggressive move, if it is really bullish, it will be from here. What I would need to see from that is a H1 candle again to be taken for entry from here. If it takes this H1 and pushes up, maybe respects this previous one here, but this gap, it could fill it and go all the way down here and be bought from this zone instead. So not one that I'm interested in jumping in. It's just price is not in the ideal place to get in to a trade. And similar thing with DAX, big gap again. I tend to believe the market comes back to clean up its inefficiencies. It doesn't happen all the time. It depends on the instrument, but typically it does. So I could see an argument not to jump in for a buy for DAX now because of this gap. Maybe wants to come and fill it in a bit more. EURUSD looks like it's pushing down, suggesting gap and DAX should be pushing up. But this gap, who knows what's going to happen. So again, not the best situation to place a trade based on. So you have to wait for DAX, have to wait for FTSE. GU, maybe you missed the entry. If you're looking for at GU, maybe missed the entry on this break here. It is trending down on this break or this candle, 5-minute candle. Maybe that was the entry, stop loss just above there to drive it out, quick scalp. Longer play, stop loss above here, try to try and get it back to break this previous daily low to continue its downtrend. Yeah. So, and EURUSD so far is pushing down in line with GU. Cool. So gold, you know how it is. Silver moving in alignment. Yeah. So really, I want to see silver drive down and take this previous daily low. It's got so much equal lows here. This is a reversal pattern. It's not looking like it now. And that's why I then sold gold, because this looks like it's breaking through here. Structure wise, it's looking more like a downtrend. We've got the previous swing high here. So poles, flag, poles, flag, poles all the way down, flags up here, poles it, kind of break structure here, but this is the main structure here, needs to respect the previous flag here, and it stays within its range, and it actually pulls down, equals the lows. So consolidating currently, if it holds the structure, it should push down, and that's why I am reading gold in the same way. If it holds the structure, it gets underneath here. Now this A here is going to be interesting to see how it plays with this. If it gets underneath there, that will be a good sign that it wants to push down further. This is the only thing stopping gold from getting past. If it stays here, it could push up from there. If it gets underneath here, I don't see why it doesn't get the current daily low and the previous day low. And that's what I'm looking at. Let's get this out, clean up my charts a bit. So I want to see price under 40.57.92. Then I believe it goes further and targets 40.43. Where I'm exiting probably around there, because you don't necessarily get the Reap of the lows, get what you came for, and get out. Keep it simple. That's what I'm gonna try to do today. Cool. Yeah, sometimes simple weekends are not a bad thing. That was a routine weekend for me. Gets me ready, looking forward to Mondays. So yeah, simple weekends, not a bad thing. End of the quarter now, all the fun's done. Focus a little bit, get ready for the next year. Okay, so I'm almost at 0.5 today, and that will be a good win for me. What do you think, people? Hold it. It's a good trade so far. I might break even on the day if I lose the trade, if it comes back against me. If I hold it, it's a decent win, I think. Potentially 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 if I hold it and I'm right about the move. And this may be a daily high. Do I hold it or do I just scalp it and be happy with the win? What do you think, people? Take the win. Small win, 0.5, 0.4. Actually said today, this week, my target daily was 0.4. So this is sitting at 0.4. Should I take it? Stick to what I said. That would be the smart thing to do and keep it simple. Look for a better trade. What do you think? Discipline or not disciplined? Greed or... I think I'm answering my question. Greed is an emotion. I don't want to trade emotionally. I should get out. Get out. Just be happy with the win. Might take it here. Simple trade after losing a trade. Yeah, I'm going to take it here. Just go wait to see if we could get it rounded up. If not, I'm staying in it longer. I need exactly what I want. That is another $20 or so. Another $8. Come on. Market doesn't want me to get out. Okay, possibly missed the opportunity now. Let's see what happens with this drive. Take it all the way back to my entry. Let me just check the H1. Okay, I'm in the right place. Now I have to be patient. I think I have to be patient. Structure-wise, is still in my favor. I just need to be patient and wait for the move to conclude. Yeah. Really just want 0.4 now, but discipline says take it at 0.4. That's what you wanted. But a part of discipline is to be patient as well and see if I could get the whole move. But that's also greed. Should be greedy when price is going in your direction. Should you? I'm going to do the simple thing. If I could get 0.4, I will take it. Go wait. Yep, I'm going to wait. Take 0.4 from this trade. It could just be consolidating in this range. And it could come against me. And got me out anyway. So if I can take it, a win, it's a decent win. 0.4 win, it's a decent win for today. It's exactly what I wanted. So this week, what I said is I want to just try get 0.4, 0.3, end the week for 8, 12, maybe $1,600 on top of what I got. That would be great. And then that's shy of 5,000 before the time of withdrawal. So I could just take a 5K withdrawal. So all I need to do is take this position as a win when I get this drive to be on track to doing that. So I'm going to do that. That's my plan. Get a little bit more, $40. I'm going to take it. Come on. I've missed it like 3 times now. We'll see. I am trading with the 5%ers prop firm. I've been trading with them since I started trading FX. Reason is, when I first came into the game, I was looking just to use my own funds, but then I discovered what prop firms were. Sounded like a good idea. Did my research, and straight away I found out there were some dodgy ones, right? A lot of prop firms claim that they are giving you demo accounts, sorry, real accounts, but they're actually demo accounts. So I didn't like that from the beginning, and I ended up actually going with Top Step or something like this. And I think I did FX with them. Yeah, I did FX with them. Then they just closed their program after I spent months trying to grind a to pass an evaluation. Pass the evaluation, then I think a few weeks later they closed their program. So wasn't very happy. So second time around I did my research, made sure it was a firm that had that's been established for a while. You know, it didn't just create, it wasn't just created like the Top Step one. Top Step's been around with futures for a while, but it started doing FX for a minute and it just closed. So research, got different reviews on different prop firms. Then I looked at 5%ers, did some research on the CEOs and all this. The programs was affordable, had a few rules, but I actually liked the rules. The rules suggested that they actually cared about you winning. So I started with them, and I've never had an issue with them in terms of payouts or anything like that. Never had any stories about them, which there's been a lot of stories about prop firms now. And a lot, what I'm finding now, a lot of these fake gurus have gone into prop firms. They're creating their own prop firms. So I'm not a fan of prop firms in general because there's so many dodgy characters in there. But if you can find one that's somewhat transparent, yeah, go for it. It saves you money, because if you're learning to trade, you're going to lose a lot of money in the first place. Instead of using your own funds, instead of me putting 2,000 up myself, this account is I think $500. So I could lose this account 4 times and still be better off than putting my own cash, kind of thing, right? So that's my approach, my mentality towards it. And that's why I say, okay, even though with the dodgy dealings that go behind the scenes to make you lose, which a lot of them do nowadays with the spreads and with the objectives, silly objectives. There's some silly objectives in this one, but I've set it for what it is. But with the dodgy dealings that some of them do, close to TP, I am okay to take or use one that's not so dodgy, if you know what I mean. Like FTMO, heard about FTMO, I just don't like the structure. It feels like they try and make a lot of money from people losing. Most prop firms do, but some of the accounts, the way they set it up and stuff like that, there's no real accounts anywhere. So just like, this is a pyramid scheme, really. Everyone loses, those who win get paid out, and we get paid regardless. So no real trades being taken anywhere. It's not really like, not set up for you to become a successful trader. That's the way I see it. starting to go against me. It's holding in this range. I could just take the 0.3, miss my 0.4 a few times. I'm gonna wait a little bit and see what happens. Let's see, it needs to come all the way back up here to get me out. Might take the 0.2. I missed my opportunity to get the 0.3. Let's see if I could get 0.2 if it pulls back. No, I'm not gonna panic. I'm gonna wait. It could pull all the way back here. As long as it doesn't take my stop loss, I'm gonna wait, see if I could get my 0.4. This may be my main trade for today. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna scramble and try to get 0.2. Let's see. 36. I don't want you to take 307. That's 3. Should move to break even. Gonna wait a little bit. If I lose this trade, I lose 0.3. So it's not a massive loss. So yeah, I could afford to take the loss. It's not break even day. It'll be 0.3 loss. So yeah, short answer, I trade with 5%ers. And my background, I'm actually Nigerian. Born in Nigeria, grew up in London. So yeah, I'm probably more of a Londoner than a person from United Kingdom or British, I would say. I'm probably more of a Londoner than I am British. London's different. If you've been to London, if you grew up in London, you know what I mean. Grew up in South London. It's a world within its own kind of thing. So nice rejection. Let's see if the next 5 minute candle just drives it through. That's what I want to see anyway. I think I'm holding this. After it teased me from my 0.4, maybe I'm holding this further now to get revenge. Market's playing with my emotions now, getting me heated. Okay, again with Euro, glad I'm not messing with it. To you, indifferent. FTSE not moving. DAX filling the gap. Probably why Euro's pushing. So yeah, maybe Euro sells later in the day and gaps buys up. Could still be wrong. But you know, like I said, I'm only wrong when this high is taken on Euro. The rest of it is noise. Prove me wrong if you dare. Let me just clean this up. Okay. Alright. Back to it. Let's see what happens with the next 5 minute candle. Does it just drive down now after this pull up here? Making this a flag and just drive through. Like I said, from this zone, we're meant to get a reaction. We're getting one so far. Let's see if it lasts. Just pulls up here and drives through. Flags up here and pulls down. Hopefully that's the case. So far, I'm glad I did not react. And I held it, and maybe I'm going to be rewarded for it now. This is the last boss for this move, really. If it takes this low, yeah, maybe I'll hold it a little bit more. If it takes this low, it's free to take this low, and after this low, why not take the daily? Why not? It's right there. The previous daily low confirming this is now a downtrend. That was the initial read. Let's see if silver still holding for that read. Somewhat. It's not moving either. Yeah, we're gonna hold it. Be patient. Chill out with you guys. 0.3 is, I'm risking 0.3 to make 3%. Come on. Silly, really. What's Dubai like? Living in Dubai? I've heard good things. Haven't got around to it. I've been to Vegas and a lot of people describe it as the East or Middle East equivalent of Vegas. I don't know if that's fair to say. What's living in Dubai like? Come on. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's really good. 0.5 there. Let's see if we could push it a little bit more. If it takes this low, I'm quite happy. Maybe move into profit. What I'm seeing now is a trend that's being maintained. I'll go to a lower time frame, you see it's a clear trend. So pole flag, held within this zone. Held there, it's pulled out now. So that's where we are. And it's polling, it's pushing. Lows here where stop losses were. Where stop losses are. Where mine was. Mine was. And that's why I want to hold it to see if I'm wrong. I need to be wrong here. It needs to take me out here. Because that's, if I was still in this, if I was stubborn, I would still be holding it here. Waiting to get stopped out. Hoping that I don't get stopped out. So I want to see if the market would punish me there by taking the slow. And if it takes a slow, I was right to get out. Took a 0.4 loss to make back 1%, I think it is. I think I took some off already on this, didn't I? Took 0.4 off. Yeah. So lost 0.4, made 0.4, and I'm sitting at 0.6 profit. So yeah, not bad. Let's see if it takes it though. Tempted to take some size off, but again, I need to remind myself the bigger picture. I don't know. Really want some size off here. Yeah, I think I want to take some money. I'm going to take some money here and leave a runner. I think 0.3 should be enough. Half of this position could be nice. 350. Shy of what I want, really. $800 would be good. Take half off. And bag something. Yeah, I'm taking some there. Cool. Leaving the runner. I'm taking some of the size off. Ending my day today with a guaranteed 0.5. And then the rest is the runner. And then I can hold this a lot longer, knowing that I've made something from it already. Cool. So I'm going to move into profit, I think. Let me just set the H1 structure. Yeah, H1 structure says I can afford to move it into profit. I could leave it there. We are almost 30 minutes into this candle. And additional $50 would round up my account to 3.5, which means I made 0.5 today. That's great. Very happy how this trading session worked out. So I started early this morning, took a loss, saw the read, it just wasn't moving like I wanted it to. Got out, got in the opposite direction, considering the fact I could be wrong, and I'm holding it now to confirm whether I'm wrong. My initial stop loss should have been under this low, but I used a tighter stop loss because I was trailing the H1 lows. And when it broke a H1 structure, I got in the opposite direction. And my initial stop loss that should have been under this low potentially is going to get taken, and that would confirm definitely I got out in the right place. However, I'm not just going to hold and hope every single trade. I'm trying to grind my way through, making sure I bag in some profits on a daily basis and do this routinely, making money routinely. That's where I want to be. None of this hitting and hoping, looking for home runs every single trade. I prefer just to grind 0.5, 0.4, 0.3 a day, end of week with like 1 or 2%. That's better than trying to do it all in one day. Every time you try to do it all in one trade, you hold the trade too long, it comes back against you, get emotional, and you then put more size. Well, at least I do, and I don't want to be there anymore. So I'm just going to look at grinding little wins here, little wins there, essentially scalping and managing the trade. I've been trading EURUSD for about 2 or 3 years. Toyed around with other things, but really EURUSD. But now it's gold, and the reason, if you've been paying attention, it's easier to manage. So easy reads, easy to manage. If it goes in one direction, then turns, easy to read, easy decisions to make. It's not just noise, not back and forth, back and forth. So far, so good. So keep an eye on this gold trade, 0.3 up. Let's see if we could get another 0.5 from this move, and then I might just close it instead of trying to run lows. I don't know. We'll see. Depends how aggressive it moves. If it gets to where I want it to be, that's 1.4. That would be really good. I'm at break even, so I'm gonna hold it and see. I'll keep an eye on the H1 structure, and if it starts changing directions, I'm out. So for instance, Friday here, trending down, I was in that move there. If I held, I said I wanted the previous daily low, cool. But if I held it to try to put this low, it would have came all the way back to my entry, which was about there, right? And I'll be quite upset. So I don't want that to happen to me at any time. That's why I take the scalps where it's possible. Just in case if you miss Monday stream, there you go, my entry got out there. Previous daily low. It reverse here. Here's the breaker structure for the H1 and come all the way back. If I had moved to break even and just let it ride because I was so convinced I was right, I would have lost a trade. And that's where I don't want to be anymore. High conviction that I must be right, and if I'm wrong, it's the market's fault. No, just take the scalp. And then if you're wrong, you're wrong. Right, cool. If you're right, you're right. Still win. What I don't want to do is what I'm doing on EURUSD, where I'm high conviction this is going down and just holding it and hoping. I'm high conviction it's still going down, but I'm not going to get in. It's too risky. I'm not going to take the trade. If I'm right, great. There, I satisfied my need to be right, but my need to be right is jeopardizing my wins. So I'm trying to step away from that. That's a problem I have. My need to be right. That's a reflection in my personality. Yeah, I know. Really looking at my behavior. One great benefit of trading forces you to look at your behavior and your emotions and really consider what type of person you are, your qualities and your faults. And I didn't know my need to be right is one of my faults, like something I need to let go of. So I'm doing that here, and hopefully it translates through my approach with my people. But yeah, let me get back to this. So trailing this now, still expected to get to 40.53, and I'm waiting on that, and then I'll make a decision how to play this. Silver still pushing down, cool. DAX filling the gap, said there's a possibility, didn't want to buy from here to try to push it further, even though there's equal highs. It suggests the uptrend is still being maintained. This gap is a significant thing to take into account. It doesn't always feel it, but it tends to. So it's filling the gap now. Maybe New York session pushes up from there. and that would explain why euro is pushing up. Yeah, currently. Whether it has legs to do so, I don't know. It has got a trend up. So even though high conviction is going down, it is trending up on the daily. So I could still be wrong. A low here, a higher low. Maybe this is a higher low. Keep an eye. If you're trading Euro USD, keep an eye on this structure. If it breaks this structure, maybe it's ready to go down. But creating lower daily highs, creating higher daily highs, suggesting it's actually uptrending currently. So currently I'm wrong on Euro USD. GU, I don't know. It's maintaining its structure. Pole flagged, respected the previous high, pulled here. But this is a breaking trend right now. It pulls up here. So it flags up here. It's meant to pull out from here. But it's actually pushed up again to break its structure. Did it come back up just to stop people who has tight stop losses out there before it drives out again? Or is it going to go for this previous high? We don't know yet. I just say with GU, London session is going to be interesting. And we're 30 minutes into London session so far. Just stalling right now. It should really drive out structure-wise. That's what it suggests. It should drive down. Let me have a look at FTSE and see if I could get a read. Nope, can't get a read. There's a gap that needs to be filled, and maybe nothing happens until it's filled. Inefficiency here drops down. You can see it coming back up to fill this. This is not a reversal. But it's got inefficiency here as well. So maybe it's too early with FTSE, DAX, GU and Euro. Maybe in the New York session we get a movement. Let me know what you guys are looking at. Is UJ moving? Is there something else I'm missing? Tried to do quick back testing last night with some of the other options here that you could trade. Looked at oil even. Looked at Bitcoin. Look at crypto. Just couldn't see anything consistent. But let me know if there's something trending, man. Let me know if there's something trending. That's so easy to read. Well, it's a lot easier to read, should I say, not so easy. A lot easier to read than what's going on with the European currencies right now. Need to keep an eye on this. Let's see what the H1 structure is looking like. So maybe it's the next H1 to break this low or this low. I am in the right direction, so I just need to hold this H1 structure. Don't really want to see it reverse. So my stop loss is in the right place. And if I get stopped out, I need to accept the 0.5 win rather than 0.7 if I was to close this here. Decisions. Just gonna keep an eye on this. I know why this is pulling up. It's to fill this imbalance here. After that, it should push out. I don't want to see it come all the way back. It has taken this low now that I wanted it to take, because there's no reason it doesn't take this current daily low. So it should pull up here, hold around there, then pull out again. So this is a big pull, flag, and pull out to break this low. That's what I'm expecting. Anything else, maybe a reversal attempt to come back up here. It means getting out, taking a scalp was definitely the right decision to make. This should be pushing out after this big drop here. Pull back a little bit, then push out. If it doesn't, maybe it's done. and there's going to be a reversal. If it takes my stop loss and then the new H1 candle goes and breaks the previous H1 high, yeah, previous H1 high, then it could be a reversal, and would suggest it's bullish again, or it's just really consolidated, which was the risk in this trade initially. It's consolidated from this high to this low, and just staying within the range, within this box. Maybe comes back up here, stays there. Eventually, sometime this week, we could get a break in one direction. Keep an eye on that. Okay, good. Got the drive. Potential second entry if I wanted. There. And stop loss where it is. Bit of a gap. It could come all the way back there, so wouldn't put too much size on it. It could come all the way back. Potential scalp. Potential scalp to run this low. I don't know if that's worth it. Let's see. Hmm. 3 points. 3-4 points. I don't think it's worth it. Unless you had small size, just adding a small bit here, not affecting the entry. Yeah, but can't add too much at the bottom. Come all the way back. .2. Yeah, I think if I could get 0.5, I'd be happy with the trade. It's just slowed down. I don't think it's necessarily going to take this low that I want within my session. So I'll need to hold it for a few hours to get there. I'm not sure I want to do that today. I want to see it take at least this low within the London session, so close to it. So 40, 53, 47. Take that low, then 40, 43, 71 is the next target. Maybe that's my exit. Let me have a look, see what that looks like, and see if there's any point in me sticking around for that. 0.6. I would like 0.6. Yeah, I would definitely like 0.6. So maybe gonna take it at 40, 43. If I could get 0.6 from this move, I'll be very happy. Let's just make sure I round it out right. Yeah. Additional $600 will make this trade 1% trade. 4% up on account, and that would be very good. I want it roughly there. So just running the previous daily low. So I may leave that as a runner today. I am already in profit. Worst case scenario, I made 0.5 today. Best case scenario, I get the win, the scalp, and I make 1% today. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that trade alone and let it do its thing. I want to see it under 40.53, and then I'm quite confident I should get my TP. So clean up my charts a little bit. Previous daily high is respected. That's fine. Clean this up. Our previous H1 candle, shall I say. So yeah, it's still consolidating. This is at the bottom of the range. Does it go through today? I don't think so. It doesn't beat this low, should I say, today? I don't think so. And New York session could bring it back up like it did on Friday. But if I do take this daily low like it did on Thursday, Friday took the previous day's daily low, took the Thursday daily low, that would be 0.6, and 0.6 would be a good win. So let's see how that plays out. It'll be great if it's within this trading sessions right there. I think it needs another hour though, so probably won't be on stream for another hour, but you guys could keep an eye on this and see whether or not it plays out like I would hope, and I'll definitely check in tomorrow, give you an update tomorrow. But it's looking good. Pole and flag, pulled up here, pole down here, flagged up. I'm looking for a pole now to push this for that low. I'm gonna have a quick look at what else is going on in the market, see if there's any volume. Looks like there isn't. EURUSD is not moving. I think from the open of the London session, yeah, hasn't moved much. Nope. GU is pushing up, not moving down. So structure wise, as I said, it looked a bit weird. Pole, flag, expected a pole out here. Like flag deeper, expecting a flag, a pole out here, push up further. So right now it's looking like it's so it's looking like it's reversed there. So you had a little H1 structure. This should break it down there, but now it just broke this H1 structure there. It broke the previous H1 low, previous H1 high, and this looking like equal highs now. Maybe pushes up to 1.33349. So that looks like that's gonna happen. Glad I am not trading GU. So yeah, it looks like it's running the Asian high, which is a cool. FTSE still sitting about. Maybe it pushes down further. Fill the gap. Can't call FTSE, can't call DAX because of this gap. Therefore, GU and Euro maybe just stay out of it for now until there's more volume. Maybe in the New York session there's a direction. Right now it's consolidating. Yeah. Gold is the place to be. Silver maybe. If you miss gold move, silver maybe. Silver is the real indicator of what I'm doing with gold. It says there was a reversal here. It says there's tons of equal lows here, and there's money underneath here for support and resistance crew. And I can see it just running down, but also structure wise, this is a pole, that's a flag, that's a pole, and this, all of this could just be a flag waiting to pull out again, confirming that this is a reversal up here, and where it goes nobody knows. So it could push down further. There's equal lows here as well. I don't know if it's gonna come back up because I can't see where it comes back up from. It should be from here. It should be brought up from here if it wants to continue its uptrend, but looks like it wants to push down further. So don't really know what's going on in silver for the long term, but short term it looks like there's liquidity. We have a reversal, we have equal lows. It should run these equal lows, and that is why I am selling gold as well, because that's the real indicator of what's going on. Yeah, I'll go wait a little bit, see if we could get a drive within this next 15 minutes to run these lows, and that's TP. If not, I'm gonna call it and give you guys an update if I hit TP with this trade or not tomorrow. But I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. Yeah. Let's see what happens with this one. Hopefully it hits TP and very good start of the week. 1% on the first trade, first day of the week. Let's see how that plays out. Just set my alerts quickly. Where is this? Forty, 47, 63. Looking good so far. Looking good so far. Sometimes you just need to walk away and be patient. That's what I'm trying to do now. Looks like I'll taking that low, getting the where I had my initial stop loss for the buy. It looked like it's taken out, means I was definitely right to get out of it. Wasn't being too stubborn. Didn't get hurt by that. Now there's no reason it doesn't continue to take this previous daily low. See, as it's so close to it. Flag back up now to pull out. Let's see if it does it with some volume. If it does, maybe it goes for this low as well. I'm not banking on it taking this low so far. Definitely not within my session. I'll be happy with it 0.6 here, and that looks very likely. But yeah, let's just zoom in a bit and enjoy the ride. No. There we go. Did I just get TP? Let me check. Yeah. Yes. Good start. Good start to the week. Good start to the week. Started the day taking a loss. Read the trade. Got in. Looked at the structure. What was going against me? Took a 0.4 loss. Went opposite direction. And it paid out. So made 1% back. So I'm up on the account now by 4%. Maybe I'm a little bit ahead of schedule again this week. So be back here tomorrow streaming again. And I'm gonna try to reduce my size and be a little bit more patient as well. I try to grind this out. End of the week will be great to do another 1.9, about 0.9. Round this up to 5,000. And then look to make the 5%, 5,000 withdrawal next week. So that's the plan. I'm going to stick to my plan. I don't need price. I don't need to be greedy. I don't need price coming back against me. Focus on my plan for the year. And yeah, very happy with this gold trade. And I'll see gold tomorrow. Hopefully see you guys tomorrow as well. Look at it driving now. Feeling like I missed out. I need to stop looking at it. But yeah, look, silver's moving as well. So the read was right. I'm not going to jump in for anything. I'm very happy with what I got. Looks like it's still trending down. Maybe this low is taken. Maybe that was a better exit. I had potentially 7% with this, as you saw at the beginning of the stream, but I got out, I scaled out. So I could have finished the account today. But that's what I mean. The opportunities are there all the time. You don't need to swing for the fences every single trade. It was a good trade. Should have held it. But that's hindsight, really, isn't it? Same thing I thought on Friday, and it came all the way back. So today it went, but there's no way of knowing when it's going to go. I'm happy with the 4%. Keep my head down, and I'm going to do the same. Try to do the same tomorrow and just keep grinding. Keep grinding. So this is a funded account. This is real money. So I don't need to hit the 10% profit target to be able to withdraw anything. So I'm happy with what I got. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to start looking at this and call it as the end of my trading session, people. Hopefully this has been beneficial for you. If it has, you know what to do. Like the stream, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so you could get notified when I'm on stream again. And yeah, I'll keep on getting these videos out to you people. Okay? This is Patrick, signing out. Until next time. Peace.